right, go beyond, take two. Okay, so we went through all that stuff. Now we're going to be at wood choppers with a side of, oh my God, can y'all hear that? Wood choppers, you go overhead, and I want you to put your hands together like this. If you can go overhead, you're going to go nice and tall. I'm going to go down, and you're going to keep your head nice and long and fold behind without craning your head forward. That's the trick, is to keep your body upright. Fold those arms behind. If you can't do the overhead, then you bring it this way and you touch your thumbs to your chest bone and come back out. So that's the modification. By keeping your hands together, you're going to have different parts of your shoulder flexing, which is why we're starting without the weights, so that you can get the flexion here or the flexion here. And then we will add a weight about midway through the song, so that you can go, you can modify it to do what you need to do on that. Okay. So that is where we're going. I'm not going to stay kneeling for the whole thing. Play, monkey, play. Oh, hold on. Really? I don't know why it's not playing any music now. Well, that's just annoying. Oh, well, you know what? We're just going to do this. So everybody start getting your position wherever you want to be. I'm going to use a wide position for me, but however you want to stand, you can stand in a lunge stance if you want to. You want something that's going to give your back a good support. Arms up. Get a good position to begin with, whether you're out front or up top, and we're going to do 20. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do not crane your chin forward. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and bring your arms forward and let them come down. Roll, roll, roll in your shoulders. All right. So this is where you will pick up a weight. What we're going to do is we're going to hold it by the heads for the first round, and then we're going to take it to the narrow for the second round. So we're going from very narrow to wider to back to narrow. So you're going to hold it by the heads, thumbs out. Same thing. If you need to do the modification, tilt it in and back out again. Otherwise, you're going to go up and overhead, keeping your head and neck in good position. You don't want to try to crane it forward like this so that you can reach behind. You want to see how far you can reach behind. That's where your flexibility is going to go. Okay. So here we go. We're going to go up, stick those thumbs out, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, counting down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and bring it all the way up, down, and rotate those shoulders. And we're going to do one more batch. Now this batch is just like the first batch, except you're going to have your handy dandy weight. Make sure your thumbs are at the head of the weight and your palms are together here. Okay, so this is where you pray and you don't drop the weight on your head. Same thing here and here. The thing about holding the weight out like this and not holding on to it is it really will go into the shoulders. If you need to gear down to a lighter weight, this is where you do it. This is easy. This is a lot harder. And I'm actually using a 5-pound and so if I was doing here and here, I would be very careful. Overhead's different for me, but still be mindful of where you're going with this. We're going to do our 20. So let's get it to position. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, counting down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it up and then down slowly. And then, of course, that shoulder rotation. All right, from here, we're going to go into split squat. And you'll need both weights for that, so go ahead and grab your other weight. All right, split squat. So basically, we're going to be doing two things. You're going to be doing hip hinge on one side and a lunge on the other, and it's sort of squatting in the middle. So all your weight on your right foot, take a step out with your left foot, and then you're going to take that left foot back. So I'm about 20 inches wide. Okay, I'm taking 18. And deep is about the same thing. So I'm roughly boxed in. So when you open your legs like this, your body tends to want to turn to one hip or open to the other. So generally you're going to want to turn. So the thing is, you don't want to turn. You want to square those hips up so both feet are straight ahead. And your shoulders are square as well. And then what we're going to do is we're going to hip hinge to this left hip. So we're going to just bend into that back hip. And as you do, you're going to feel the hamstring in your right leg. All right. Hip hinge. Arms are down. Head, so belly button is tucked towards the thighs. And arms are just long. And you're going to 1, 2, 3. So primary of the front leg. 4 is what you're feeling. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up right here. Shake your legs out. And you're going to just step back with your right leg. Of course, you want to turn, but you don't want to turn. Make sure your legs are parallel. Feet are parallel. Hips are square. Shoulders are square. And you're going to bend back into that left hip this time. I mean, your right hip. And you'll feel it in your left hamstring. Long arms. It's odd, but it works. Keep your weight evenly distributed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up. All right, shake your legs out. We're not changing position so much as I'm going to turn my fan on. Because fan. All right, so you're in this wide position. You've got your weights. So we're going to hip hinge. Just keep your weights balanced right here. And then go ahead and hinge right on back. And you're not going to feel too much twinging from your hamstrings. Again, make sure your belly button is tucked towards your thighs. That your back is doing the slope this way and not the arch this way. So sloping, you want to have that nice upward slope. Head and chest out at 45. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and up. Little hula hips. When your back starts getting sore, you want to kind of release that tension. And then pick up your heels because your hamstrings get a little cranky. All right, you're either going to go back in that same position or widen your stance a little bit. What are you comfortable with right now? Hip hinge. Belly tucked. Head and chest in good position, looking out at 45. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and up. Shake your legs out. Hip, 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 hip. Now, here's where the weights are going to come in. We're going to go ahead and put them down right here. So you hip your hip hinge right down in there. think we lost Dean and Sabra. Yeah, they lost power, so they're going to catch up on the video. Because there was actually a storm over you guys too. I bet you didn't know that, Cindy. Because I was like looking at the radar. All right, so we're going to do our hip hinge, and you're going to, when you go into hip, it's not so much the knees. You're going to hinge, and you're going to just pick up one, keep your shoulders and your hips straight, and put it back down, and then you'll go and do the other one. And then we're going to go from this into the skater lunge, which is still going to be that same wide positioning, and where we'll be going from side to side. So it's going to evolve. If you'll notice, we did all of the lunges. We did the split lunge. We're doing the wide lunge. We'll do the side lunge. Okay, here we go. We're going to go down and pick and put and up and pick and up and place and up and pick and down. So we'll call it 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. 5, 2, 3, 4. 6, 2, 3, 4. 7, 2, 3, 4. 8, 2, 3, 4. 9, 2, 3, 4, and 10, 2, 3, 4. So you're gonna leave your weights there. So go into your hip hinge, and let's go to the left. So here's where you're gonna feel that. And then up. No, don't come up. Stay in the hip hinge and just slide over into the right. And then slide back to the left. Hold it. 1, 2. How about we do this? 1, 2, 3, 4. Slide. 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. 5, 2, 3, 4. 6, 2, 3, 4. 7, 2, 3, 4. 8, 2, 3, 4. Good posture in your back. 9, 2, 3, 4. 10, 2, 3, 4. Come to center and come up. Now, if you're holding on your thighs, make sure you're not holding on the kneecap. You're capping above the thigh, above the kneecap into your thigh, if that's what you need to do. Now, we're going to go back into our hip hinge, into that. Let's go to the left. And you're going to just let your hand come and touch your calf, and then go over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and come up. All right, check your back. How's everybody doing on your back position? The thing here is that you don't let it arch. You keep that nice little slope there. You want to keep those vertebrae, that belly button pushing towards the floor. We'll stretch the back when we get done so that you get all of that undone. All right, so we hip hinge again. And just go ahead and bend down a little bit and put the weights towards your feet. Just make that little adjustment there. And if they stand up, well, hey, you got a thing there. So what we're going to do is you're going to go here and move and back and move. So you really need one because you're just moving it back and forth. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Move, 2, move, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, out, 3. Poor thing fell over my toe. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4, 3, 2, 1, and right in the center. All right. I think we're done with those guys. Now, here's where you're going to need your lightweight or your ball or a small pillow, something that you can do, because we're going to do a very vertical bird dog. So I'm going to get my 5-pound weights out of the way. I'm going to start with a 3-pound weight, but I also have my ball and my yoga block handy if I decide this is too much. We're going to do a combination of a very vertical bird dog and a Roman soldier. So just to remind everybody, a Roman soldier is when your arm is up and you're going to have a long arm and a long leg opposite, left and right, and they'll come meet in the middle and come back up again. Well, if you've got a weight in your hand, that's why you don't want it to be heavy, because you're going from here down and back up. Normally, when we're doing functional movements, you're not going to have a heavy weight doing a heavy lift, which is why I encourage you, if the weight gets to be too heavy after, we're going to do 10 reps, switch to the ball, switch to the yoga block, something that's your arm is still, or take it out completely. Keep your arm empty if you want to. As for the bird dog, we're going to start in the wide open position, which would be the stretched out position. So your left arm will be up and back behind your ear, and your right foot will be on the toe and back behind you. And then you would just simply bring it here and back. And you can bend this leg to kind of give yourself that curving arch back here. So here and back. Let's do it with the other side so you kind of know where you're going to be. So it's going to be right arm, left foot, arch it, kick. We're going to do tryouts for cheerleaders next. And one more, here and back. We're going to start with the left arm and the right foot with the weight, if you want to do so, okay? And you're not moving fast. It's going to seem like you want to move fast because it's downhill, but be mindful of the weight. If you check with the weight and it's not working for you because it's too much for your shoulders, switch. We're not going to go super fast because you've got to reset. All right, start in that wide open position, right foot back, left arm up. And if you need to have something to balance, you need to do like this. Totally fine, totally fine. Ready? 1 and back. 2 and back. 3 and back. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Go ahead and go in that open position. Bring the arm down and change it up. All right, I'm gonna scoot my handy dandy chair over here just in case I want to use it. All right, right arm up, back behind the ear, left foot back. And here we go. 1 and back. 2, so take your time to set. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and bring it down. All right, very vertical bird dogs with our Roman soldier. We're gonna do one more set of with abs, and then we're gonna stretch. So put your little weight down and grab your body towel for one last hurrah. And I really wish the music was here for this, because humming just doesn't work. You gonna play for me? Let's go play. All right, white stance. Long arms. Take them up. So lock them out. Your arms are not moving. It's your body at this point. Very small. tick, tock, tick, tock. It's all in the chest. Rib cage is moving. Boom, 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 boom. So your arms should bend, upper body. Shoulders are kind of locked in place. Good. And breathe. Don't hold your breath on this one. 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're going to turn just a little bit. Do the same thing. 1, 2, 3. So you're slightly off. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And front. And do a little turn here. And tick, tock. So you're kind of doing it on the diagonal. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And center. All right. Take it down to like forehead motion. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull it in. Roll those shoulders. Let's go behind for a set of TikToks. Movement, shall we? All right, lift it up as high as you can. Roll those shoulders into place and hold them there. And side to side. Tick, tock, tick, tock. And your hips can move on this one. But it's still your ribs, your upper body. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, front. Come up. And just lock your arms in place. Same thing. Change. Position of your arms. 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Are your arms tired? Mic drop. Boom. All right. Let's stretch. I'll turn that down just a little bit. Okay. Go to your wide stance. Bend your knees a little bit and kind of sit into it. This is going to be our relaxation position. So you can kind of tuck your hips front. You're kind of straightening that lower spine out. We're not going to bend forward into that. All right, we're going to roll the shoulders back. So just kind of pick them up. Roll those shoulders together. I'm not hooking my hands. I'm just kind of resting them here. So I'm focusing on squeezing the shoulder part. 4, 3, 2, 1. And I'm going to take a deep breath. Raising my shoulders and breathing them down. I'm just going to let my arms hang long right here. I'm going to sit into my hips, bring my elbows to my knees, and then let my head go to neutral. Belly's tucked between your thighs. So your hips are getting a nice wide stretch through here. And if you can, I want you to lift your hips so that you can let your hands slide down and go to the ground, whether you're on your palms or the back of your hand, that's fine. Or you know what I'm talking about, the knuckles of your fingers. And then straighten your legs just a little bit so you can feel your hamstrings and your low back. Let them stretch for a few minutes, a few seconds. Let's do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Breathe through this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I want you to bend and take your hips back down. Elbows to the thighs, and then come back up here so you can permit the frog yourself right where you can see me, and then push up. And we're going to straighten our legs now so your hips are in normal position. We're going to brace here and lean over. So you're stretching right through here. And it goes come up. And we're going to go the other side. And come up. All right, let your arms go nice and long right here. We're going to roll the shoulders forward like you're trying to bring your shoulders to meet each other. But the idea is that from your spine, you're pulling the muscles away from your spine. Your shoulder blades are kind of flared out a little bit. Once you get your arms as close in as you can, tuck your chin. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to breathe in and roll it back. And exhale down. And then just walk yourself back to the upright position. Let's go up and down on our toes a couple of times. And then go ahead and circle your feet. You did a lot of footwork, even with all the running to the front door to check to make sure there's no storm coming. It's like my one foot doesn't want to do what I want it to do right now. All right, pick up the heels. You want to give your hamstrings that opportunity to unwind a little bit. All right, you guys. And considering just exactly how long this class has been, I'm going to end the recording, hopefully for the final time. And I will send it out probably later tonight in however many pieces it takes. So we will talk on the other side. Catch you later.